Joining us now is the Executive Director of the New York-based Counterterrorism Institute, Frank Spano.
Thank you so much, Frank, for being here with us. Now, after learning about the bombing suspect and how bad these attacks really could have been, what does it mean to have a terror attack hit so close to home?
Well, it's certainly disconcerting, and it seems to go along with the increased trend that we've seen since 2001. 2001, less than 400 terrorist attacks worldwide. This year, we're on track toward 15,000 attacks. So it's time that we revamp our strategy in counterterrorism.
Let's talk a little bit about the new age of security. In the midst of this morning, the city of New York sent out an alert saying that this was the guy, he was the suspect, and that was somewhat effective, correct?
It absolutely was. The Office of Emergency Management at New York State has a technology which up until now we've used very successfully in amber alerts, silver alerts, and natural disasters. For two sides of this, for law enforcement, it provides more than just a physical description. It also provides a visual. They have a photo of this individual immediately. For the regular populace, it provides individuals enhanced information so that they can go out and actually report, which we did see in Linden, New Jersey, which ultimately led to this individual's capture.
Okay, breaking it down a little here, what do we know today that we didn't know Friday about the state of domestic terrorism and really where our focus needs to be at this point, Frank?
Well, we have definitely seen over the whole weekend, 50 hours from detonation to apprehension has shown that law enforcement today can work more closely together. They can share intelligence. They can work as a team, both at the state, federal, and local level. We're also seeing a far greater degree of civilian involvement in actually saying things, reporting suspicious activity, and that see something, say something absolutely saved lives this weekend.
As we look into this case, we're learning more and more about the suspect and the fact that he traveled to Afghanistan a number of times, right?
Correct.
Okay. Was he not on a terror watch list, though? Or no
He was
fly?
not. He was not, and that's relatively disconcerting. There is not an automatic policy whereby an individual travels to Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, that they automatically end up on a terror watch list. Perhaps that's something that should be the case. The watch list is estimated to be at approximately 2 million people, so additional 100,000 or so wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Okay, last question for you, Frank. Where do we go from here? What happens next in this investigation?
So as far as the investigation is concerned, we're going to continue, law enforcement will continue to identify the forensic evidence. They have likely obtained digital evidence from the suspect's home, and they'll be able to move from here in building a more full and complete picture of not only Rahami, but also his connections to Afghanistan and potential influences moving forward.
What's your gut tell you, Frank? Is this guy, was he acting alone?
So I don't think anyone acts alone, whether it be a matter of inspiration or education. There is very likely a connection. This is an individual who worked in his parents' or his family chicken restaurant. He was not a bomb builder just on his own. He likely did not create this bomb just based on what he read on the internet. This required additional technology, additional education. So there are other pieces and parts. There may not be other active boots on the ground, so to speak, but there was definitely some degree of involvement beyond his own volition.
Disturbing. All right,
Certainly.
thank you, Frank
Thank
Spano,
you.
Counterterrorism Institute. Thank you for joining us. And of course, be sure to keep tuned right here to FiOS 1 News now as we learn more about the terrorist attacks. We'll hear from commuters as they recover from a frightening weekend right here on FiOS 1.